Hey everyone. Today I want to go over a little something regarding our views on our own artwork. And as we do this, I'm going to be drawing one of my favorite superheroes, Spider Man. So, the biggest thing when it comes to our own artwork sometimes, and this doesn't even have to apply specifically to art, this can apply to anything that any of us creates. But we all know that we can be our own worst critics. We are the ones that can pick out even the most minute flaw, and that can cause some problems. It can cause a lot of self-doubt. It can cause a lot of issues to where we can't grow like we want to. We can't branch out like we want to. It's not enough that sometimes the negative feedback from others can bring us down, but sometimes what we say to ourselves is a whole lot worse. It's really problematic. Sure, some things are hard, some things are difficult. Nail it on the first. But the worst thing we can ever do is be so focused on what we're doing wrong and focus on how imperfect what we've created is that we don't see the potential for growth. Look at the drawing that I'm doing right now. It's not all that good, or at least not to my standard. I want to be able to pull out and put out some good quality drawings. Something that rivals what you would see on comic book covers and panels. And yet here, I'm doing a basic drawing of Spider-Man just standing still. And even as I do it, I can look at all the stuff I'm doing wrong. And I can pick out all the stuff that doesn't seem quite right, but maybe to others, maybe it's good. But sometimes I'm not hearing that. From my own experience, there have been many times where I've shown my talent and my gift. And while everyone else will praise me for it, I'll be the only one going, yeah, but, and it's something about including that but in there as if to say, yeah, you think it's good, but here's what I'm seeing. Like it's not good to me. It's not enough for me. And I tell you, having that mindset, it's never a good thing. It never leaves you feeling good. And the whole idea with all of this is that it's a mindset that I once had and I still hold on to every now and again. I still tend to pick out all the flaws in what I do. To the point that there were times where I didn't even acknowledge the accomplishments that I actually made. I was able to get through the entire 2021 and 2022 years and managed to get a master's degree. Something that I already didn't think I wanted. I didn't think I was going to get. I didn't see any point in getting it, but I took a chance. And I actually did it. I even walked across the stage to where my family was so happy for me, so proud of me. Could you believe even now I struggle to see it as an accomplishment? I make light of it. And sometimes I do that with not just my education, I do that with my voice. I don't think I sound pleasant enough to people. When I sing, if I so much as crack, focus on that. If I draw something, going back to this drawing, if I were to draw something, what I visualize in my mind looks so much better than what ends up on the page. Maybe because I see the potential of what it could be, but get disappointed because it's not what appears. And again, this isn't healthy. This isn't a good thing. And for any artist, any musician, any writer, any person of a creative mindset, anyone with vision, when they're trying to set out to do something and you try your best to do it, and at the end, other people love what you're doing, they're praising it, they're enjoying it, They think you did a fantastic job, but you look at it and you go, yeah, but, and you start coming up with all these reasons for why it's not pleasing to you. Honestly, I would hope you, whoever this may be that has these tendencies, I hope you realize that this isn't good. And to simply say to you, personally from my heart, that what you did and what you are doing is good. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. I think one of the things that I enjoyed the most about getting my master's is that I was off to a fantastic start with the classes I was taking. I literally took a course in leadership, and one of the first things we learned was about the growth mindset. For those of you who may not be aware of, may not even get what it means just from the phrase alone, growth mindset is the belief that you can develop your abilities through hard work and help from others. Just from knowing what that is, a light bulb went up in my head, because I never realized that this was something that I think many of us naturally do. And we never realized it because we're so fixated on the idea of independence. But to know that I'm developing each and every one of my skills through hard work already. I was doing that already up until that point. I think some of us forget that though. Forget that we are simply doing these things because part of the growth mindset includes embracing challenges and learning from criticism. For me, I know that's pretty hard to do. There are many times where I put up my artwork and people said that, well, you could have done this or you could have done that, and I would actually beat myself up for it. Because I think it's just not good enough. I can't do it. But realizing what the growth mindset is, it really lit a fire under me and made me go, you know what? It's not good right now, but it can be better. I don't know why I thought about Pedro Pascal and Wonder Woman 1984, but for some reason, I mean, Maxwell Lord in that movie did have a point, especially about the part of it can be better. It's gotten to the point now where in my mind, I always go, the search for better never ends. Because I now take it to heart that anything I'm dealing with can be better. The artwork that you see right now will not look the same within a year. I can guarantee that because I'm constantly learning each and every day. I'm gaining more and more skills each and every day. I'm learning new techniques each and every day. The more I draw, the better I get. The more I work on this stuff, the better I get at it. And before long, you will see some progression. And that's the one thing I love that really pushed forward the idea of the growth mindset even further, is that when I looked at what I did now, when I look at what I do now and look at what I did back then and I compare the two, it's night and day. It doesn't look the same. It looks like a whole other person drew what that was back then. And I gotta say, once you start accepting that and start taking on that new mindset, that new way of thinking, you tackle your projects a lot differently. So I say all this to say this to many of the artists, many of the creatives, many of the developers, many of the entrepreneurs. To everyone who is trying to create something special and unique, if it doesn't look good the first time around, that's fine. That's okay. You're only getting started. I urge you to possess humility, to adopt that growth mindset, humble yourself, to know that, yeah, it doesn't look good right now, but that doesn't mean it's going to be like that forever. And for the love of God, do not compare yourself. This is a trap we always fall into, especially when we look on social media. Don't compare yourself, because your vision is so much different from what you're seeing someone else do. Your vision is unique. So why are you comparing what you do to somebody else when ideally it's not the same thing? It's better to just focus on you, focus on your vision, focus on your goals, and keep working, keep improving, keep doing what you need to do. Because again, it's only going to get better. All you have to do, all we have to do is keep at it. By the end of all of this, I plan on making my own comic. I plan on seeing if I can get my ideas animated or published or make it out into the world to where everyone can see it and consume it. I want to get to that point. I want to be the next person that when you look at me, you go, that's the man responsible for my childhood. I want kids to look at the work that I did. I want people of my age looking at me going, I'm so proud of him because he never stopped. He never gave up. And I shouldn't be the only one that wants to strive for that. Keep going. Keep doing what you can because it will get better.